Nico! Just keep the stupidity going. That's what I do best, right?
Wow!
2 minutes, Nico.
Drive the truck faster, sir!
Two minutes, Nico.
For Carl!
This one's for Garl. Let's be honest, they're all for Garl. Hey, everybody, welcome in. It's another SnowRunner Wednesday. Nico and KDP. I saw you somewhere in your KDP. Yeah, there you go. You got it. You got it marked off. And hey, Jim Duck, welcome in. I know your name. I know it from somewhere. Not sure where. It might be from It's Miller Time, maybe? But it seems very familiar. Anyway, thanks for popping in. I'm going to go drive my truck here in a little bit. But first, I have to do the obligatory. Yeah, it was from Miller Time. Okay. Every once in a while, the evergreen matter actually manages to kick a few things through for me. So I'm going to do a little bit of blathering before going and drive my truck. Most important part of all is that I have the seeds now planted for a Lego stream coming up. I'm not sure which... Have you been taking lessons from Nico or KDP? Making me hydrate at the very beginning, but thank you. That way. Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. It's Coffee Monkey. It's hot coffee monkey, so that part's nice. You watch Nico KDP hit me with the triple hydrate at the end when it's nice and cold. There it is, Nico. We do love our coffee monkey, just don't talk about his disability in front of him.
For Carl!
I should name the coffee monkey Carl. There you go, there's the double hydrate. We're good to go. So, I've planted some seeds. Ooh, that's a good stereo effect. Oh, KDP. I'm thinking of a finger, and I'm going to narrow it down to 3 choices for you. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show. Coffee Monkey. At least it's still hot. This is good. Yep, I really do have to turn that up to 15,000 channel points, I suspect. Although, Master Jedi upstairs, I believe she's actually going to work. I don't know how much is actual work, how much is personal stuff. I think there might be some hobby time thrown in there sometime, but she's going to be upstairs through the stream. Hopefully she will be joining in sooner rather than later. But I've been trying to plan out a way to do a Lego stream, and I've got the slightly better camera. It's not a great camera. It's not great for close up, I've found, but medium distance, I think it'll do okay. I think it would cover us. I just need to get someplace that isn't here on Buttercouch to put Lego together. Those who have seen on a couple of Discords I've posted this on already know it, but we have coming up, well, they can't call it Slave 1 anymore because we're afraid of words, so now it's just Boba Fett Starship. But it's the mini version, so it was nice and cheap. It's $12 in downtown. Well, actually, it's just past downtown Portland. The Lloyd Center, for those of you who have been here before. There's a really cool place called Bricktopia? Or is Bricktopia the one on Sandy? There's a couple of really good non-Lego stores here. This one, it's in an almost abandoned at this point mall. It's really sad out there, but yeah, that's the problem I had with working on the Lego Advent calendars. Those things only had like 7 or 8 pieces each, and I would inevitably drop one. It would slide off the table, and it would start heading for couch cushions. So, yeah, I've got the table space just ahead of me where I've got the monitor and the Switch and the Coffee Monkey all set up. I may just push that whole arrangement back so I've got more table space to work with. And I may end up doing it there. So yeah, it's actually Boba and the ship. So on the back there, he's separate. But then he pops in and out. Oh, it's going to be good fun. I don't know exactly when I'm going to set that up now. Because, Wednesday is SnowRunner Day. Although, well, we may end up calling it Mud Runner Series or Spin Tires Series Day. Because once Expeditions comes out in 2 Fridays from now, 2 Fridays, Nico, 2 Fridays. I have a suspicion that Expeditions is going to be getting some time here on Wednesdays as well. And of course, Saturday is the Sea of Saturdays. I could almost make an argument that it might fit there, but I think ideally I would want to pick a bonus day to do some Lego. So I've got that queued up. I think we may be ready to go. I went in Lloyd Center decades ago. A guy tried to sell me a razor, told him I'd be back, and then you went up a floor to avoid him. When he said razor, did he mean the drugs or like a razor scooter? Or was he selling you like a Bic? At one point in time, I could honestly have seen any of those 3 being legitimate, under the table offers there. At this point, it's kind of hard to imagine anything but the drugs getting sold there. A face razor. So you ride the scooter on your face. That's fine. You guys do what you want. I know how you people can be. So, we are going back to North Carolina. I did putter around a little bit since the last stream. I've done a few missions. I am down to 5 tasks remaining, but they are all, I'm going to call it locked. It's possible they're in really weird remote locations that I just have to kind of know to drive to unlock. One of them, it used to be 6 I was down. One of them popped up after I finished one of my contracts. So I'm pretty sure that the rest are all just contract locked right now. So I've got 5 of those left to go. So I've started working through the contracts now. I did one that involved taking some parts up to get some windmills going, and then you take a maintenance trailer to the electrical substation down at the base of the hill, and you give them a good jump start, and brrr, that's off and running. And then I needed to... Oh, I've gotten started on building the monument in the little town square, which is actually just at the bottom of the hill with the windmills there. The very nearby warehouse had the 2 bags of cement I needed, so I ran those over real quick. And then I've discovered that it needs metal beams and metal rolls for the rest of this. And those are the 2 that I have now consumed all of the loose ones across the territory. Hey, welcome in, Master Jedi. You have finally made it. It has been an entire 11 minutes. We've missed you so bad. I'll start all over again. Here, let me go grab the Lego box. And, okay, I won't do that to anybody. So, I am now mid-contract to build a statue in the middle of town. I'm hoping this one comes with at least one of the little mini animations where it goes bam, and then throws a new element into the street. Because right now, the square has an empty circle in the middle, and I want to see some sort of statue. I want it to be a statue of me, but if they don't know what I look like, I would accept it if they would just build a statue of a truck in the middle. Alaskan Road Truckers. I have watched several people play that one. I have not played it myself. Miss Moon, I think, is the most recent one that I saw actually try that out.
Snakes.
Hey, old bacon face. Damn it, there's no snow in North Carolina. Everyone knows that. I mean, it's just a part of nature or something like that. But I did just deliver some cement, which is really nothing like snow, except that it can be kind of powdery sometimes, and it can be very vaguely white-ish, like snow 2 or 3 days after a decent storm where all the traffic has been driving by and tossing crap up onto it. That's a really weird analogy, but you know, if you've lived where there's snow, you get it. You understand. So let me pop over here. I am in the USA. I am in the Portland, the Oregon flavor region. Nico knows almost where I live, but I don't think he knows exactly where I live. So I don't think he can totally dox me. He can lightly dox me, though. But yes, I live in the Pacific Northwest. If you considered running snow, well, if we want to go down to the Lloyd Center, then Nico can hook us up with his razor dealer, and maybe we can work on that. So let's see. I have it paused because I'm playing in normal mode, and I think the sun is just coming up, and I don't want to lose any more of it than I have to. So what? Oh, wrong button. What was my plan here? Wait, there we go. So my plan. Yeah, I had a plan. I got some kind of a plan. I think I have a plan. I've got the Tega here. I loaded it up here so that I could put the low saddle on it because I want to run it over to Pineline Bay because there is the facility there that will produce beams and rolls at the expense of just fuel. You don't have to bring different materials. So there's one place that'll just give them to you for free. They have them just lying around there, but that's a 2-map drive to get it back to Pineline Bay. If I go to Pineline Bay itself... No, I'm confusing myself on my mission. No, right here. Right here is where it'll give it to you for free, but then it's a 2-map drive to get it to the reactive zone. That's where the city is that wants the statue. So instead, because this is much closer to the gate, I warped my Tega over here, I swapped it out for the low saddle, and then the facility that will make you beams and rolls at the expense of just fuel, and I've already got the generator sitting there with tons of diesel in it. Then it's a 1-map drive over to the gateway. And then I have the Voron, which has the trailer. It's coming in from the other direction. I'm going to have the 2 meet. I need 2 metal beams and 3 metal rolls. That's going to be 7 slots of stuff. So as soon as the Voron drops off the trailer and the Tega picks it up, I'm going to have the Voron warp to a garage, and I'm going to replace its low saddle with a flatbed. And then I can put 5 on the trailer, 2 on the flatbed, and the 2 of us can just tow across. Boom! Problem solved. I am not leaving the Voron in charge of pulling the loaded trailer because the Voron is a very thirsty girl. And when you load her up with cargo, she gets even more thirstier. and then it turns into a refueling nightmare trying to get anywhere with it. So we're gonna juggle beds just a little bit. What's the difference between the trailer store and the trailer shop? That is a really good question. I wondered that initially when I saw these pop up. The trailer store is a store where you can go to buy trailers. The trailer shop is a store where you can go to buy vehicle spare parts. I didn't write it, but there actually is a difference between those two. And they could have named it better, but they didn't. So that shows us. So let me get my beacons turned on for safety, headlights on so I can actually see where I'm going. There is my number 2 fuel tanker. We're sitting there at the ready, because once we actually start working on the nuclear contracts, there's going to be a lot more traffic moving on this map. And the gas station is over there near the towers, but I have a suspicion I'm going to want that trailer stationed over near the other gateway onto this region, where you would have to come in, drive most of the way across the map, past the towers to get to the gas station. So, in the meantime, my 681's just kind of hanging out right there, waiting for something to do. That's also my backup rescue vehicle, so if something were to hit the fan, I can just pop him back into the shop real quick, throw on the giant crane, and then come and save us, as you do. You were hoping you stored trailers at the store. Yeah, you could. There actually is a big bay with non-functional trailers that are in storage that sits right behind those 2 trailer areas. But it's for decorative purposes only, so it's no fun. It looks pretty, but it's no fun. Oh, okay, so we're going to play this game, are we? That's okay. Master Jedi gets very excited anytime I consume more fluid, because apparently I'm underhydrated, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why she thinks that. But it makes her happy. Happy wife, happy life. Ah, salute. Look at me. I'm driving left-handed like a pro. He says as he crashes into a pole. Oh, and then he... Oh, God, that was... Oh. As he almost drives into a pole, winches onto it instead, puts the truck into a slide into the guardhouse, but dives into the tunnel first. Oh, you people. Okay. I'll keep sipping. Ah, such hot. Many coffee. Plus, this gives us something to do during the Nintendo Switch loading screen. I'm still so bummed out that the Switch 2 is now looking like probably March of next year. And the current round of revisions, after this morning's partner non-mini direct, was that the Switch 2 reveal may happen in July, which would then give them 7-8 month lead time up to the actual release. That seems like a pretty believable amount of time. I hope. Because I'd really like one now, because I want the Switch to work faster. I honestly don't mind or even really care that it's under horsepowered. I mean, it runs SnowRunner, and it's good enough for me. SnowRunner looks prettier when you play it on, well, now that it's ported to Mac, it looks so good on my Retina display screen. Yeah, but, you know, you get the higher fidelity display even on the Steam Deck. But game plays just fine here on the Switch, so I'm good with most of this stuff. And honestly, the things where you really need the super high performance to play is generally going to be, you know, your competitive shooter type stuff. And I used to play that competitively, but I am too damn old now. I do not have the reflexes anymore to, you know, like be a pro Valorant player or anything. So it doesn't bother me that I can't play that, because I'm not going to anyway. Screw you, you can't make me. Unless you paid me to. You want to pay me to be bad? Well, you could just throw a Twitch sub my way if you want to do that, and it's a lot cheaper. I think I don't have the Voron over here yet, so I may just pull up to the... Maybe I'll pull up to the gas station? No, this is the Tega. The Tega does okay on gas. Nothing in this game gets great gas mileage, but the Tega has a much larger tank, and I think she's a little less sippy, quite a bit less sippy than the Voron. Oops, hang on. I gotta put the readers on, and I gotta tap that green button to let Twitch know that I am happy with my service, or whatever the hell this is telling. Oh god, I am trapped. I'm trapped in menu hell. What is going on here? I'm sorry, everyone. Just please hold, because I'm bad at this. Okay, I'm set. How was the Sea of Grimness Saturday? What did we... Oh, that's right. We locked it, baby. Where did I end up finding? I dropped down through the magic hole, finally. I found the 4 scrolls. I got them put where they needed to be. I was attacked by a gajillion little bugs that murdered me twice. And so I fell through to that spot. I'm now working on the level that one walkthrough I wanted to find one piece of information and happened to notice that it claimed that the level we just finished was the bottom level, which is a total lie. There's actually 13, not 4. So I'm now working my way around level 5. I maybe even dip down into level 6 a little bit. I think I've roughly figured I'm about 40% of the way through the game, which I guess is not bad given that I'm only playing it like 2 hours a week. But it was grim, yeah. Are you saying I should use that game-picking channel point reward for Counter-Strike or something? Well, I think I probably, well, I don't know, it's on Steam, right? I probably have that on Steam. In theory, as long as it runs either on Mac or the Steam Deck, it should run on either. I could. Because those are fun to watch play solo, right? Otherwise you'd have to jump on to do the multiplayer. Or, I don't know, screw it. For that particular game, I could just join up with randos. What would I care? I've played some of the Twitch Fest games with randos, and it's a kind of fun. I used to play the original line of Call of Duty competitively, back in before the days of the mobile ports and the microtransactions and everything. And I was actually damn good at it. I've tried the mobile-friendly microtransaction, ultra-friendly version since then, and yeah, I am not good. Theoretically, I've got a controller that would work with my iPad. I could put the new Call of Duty mobile on my iPad and at least play it with a controller. Just for shits and giggles, there's one. I did try the iPad version of the newest Call of Duty once, just to see how it went, using touch drag screen, and it's pretty funny. It actually wasn't quite as horrendous as I otherwise might have expected it to be, but yeah, it was funny trying to pull that off. And playing solo against bots wasn't terrible. Trying to play against humans, it's terrible. Okay, let's hook you up. Let's turn you on, baby. It's not a violation of TOS, because neither I nor the generator were nude at the time. I need to detach, because the Jenny's running. Jenny's perfectly capable of continuing to run without me until I leave the map. But I'm gonna do something super clever here. No one else has ever thought to do this. I'm clearly the first. I'm lost in the menus, but here we go. This is what I want. Shut down the engine. I need my 2 metal beams, and I need 3 metal rolls. This actually builds 2 at a time, I'm gonna have one too many metal rolls. My OCD is gonna suffer with this. There's plenty of contracts. Someone will want more later on. So I've got 2 in stock. I now have 4 in stock. I need 2 of these. Kabing, kabang. Boom. I've generated everything I need to go build my monumental science. I don't care if the generator shuts down now because I've already built stuff. That means I can move back over here to the reactive zone, where the Voron should already be over here, and it should be hooked up with the trailer already. I just gotta drive it back. Can you swap some of the metal rolls out for cinnamon rolls? Oh god, this would be the best game ever if you could. But I'm afraid, no. No, you cannot. They kind of look like cinnamon rolls. I guess it's, you know, the whole rolled part. But they're digital, so they don't taste good anyway. Oh, what do we... Oh, you know, as long as I got a loading time here, I do have a small quandary for Sea of Saturdays, because Pacific Drive comes out tomorrow. It's very loosely a role-playing game. So I gotta decide. Oh man, I just took this. Let me put these back on. Hey, Rez, welcome in. I can deliver. Oh man, I could deliver everybody a roll of a pickup bed full of cinnamon rolls. I know he's not here because he has. I have Pathfinder Tuesday. He has Pathfinder Wednesday, but the Bardic one, he got me hooked up with a traditional, real live New Orleans king cake for Mardi Gras this year, and oh my god, it was the most amazing. It is a giant cinnamon roll, is all it really is. It's a giant cinnamon roll with a baby in it. And if that doesn't mean anything to you, that just makes it even funnier for me to have to say it that way. And oh my god, it was a pickup bed of cinnamon roll. It was kind of glorious. I'm still trying to find a way to pay him back for that. Oh, hey, look at this. Look at this farm, this sun farm I built over here. It is absolutely gorgeous, and it is now complete and totally functional. And there's windmills up there that are feeding the solar panels. I'm not sure how that works out. Here is our city center. We need to build a statue in the middle right there. This is where we're going to drop our goods off, right here. We've already got the dedication plaque. We just need something to actually make it dedicated to. So they better give me something good. I don't know. What's traditional in North Carolina that you could make a statue of? Ship him a genuine hipster. Just the man bun part. That's all he really needs. I thought anymore Portland had become more infamous for fentanyl than it had for hipsters, but that may just be me as a jaded Persian. Reading too many local news stories now. I think it's illegal to mail fentanyl across state lines, though, so maybe I should just stick with the hipster part. Actually, this is top secret. Oh, I'm crashed into a tree. That's okay. I honked at the tree, so that's why I only took 3 points of damage. But yeah, this is a little bit of a secret. But I got a plan. I got a plan for some people in the Servoverse, and Old Baconface here included in the plan. I just want you to know this ahead of time. I want you to prepare your legal briefs now in response to such action. Keep going around this corner. The Voron here, our thirsty girl. I actually had this one doing a few of the runs kind of just around this map. She's been putting a workout on that scout fuel trailer that I've got sitting over by the water station. Oop, oh, we have a conversation going on here. Tennessee's COVID caused a lot of problems way beyond COVID. And yeah, especially in Portland. it has led to a large number of deeply serious problems that are literally tearing local government apart. The entire structure of Portland city government has already had the vote passed to literally tear it down and build a new one in its place. It's stark what's actually happening here right now. And the drug diversion programs that were voted into place, they've just had an audit review done on them. And they say, yeah, no one has done anything. No one has planned anything. All of the voted on budget to put aside for it hasn't been done. I mean, it is a tire fire how bad it has become around here. Yeah. Most places in the U.S. especially are running into that. But in Portland, it is a dramatic escalation just in the last 4 years. The places where it's been bad in the U.S. have been that way, unfortunately, for decades now. So for Portland, it's kind of a scary new thing. Oops, I got a little too close to whatever that was. Hey, almost 200. We didn't use as much fuel getting through here. You'll notice the water tanker's finally gone. I've run the 2 major water missions. Wait, why is there another trailer over there? Did I do that? Steve Urkel, everybody, thank you. I'm not going to use that trailer this time. We're gonna risk it. We're going on. I did not know that I had an extra trailer over there. When I finish this mission, I think I should sell this one. I don't need 2 of these trailers floating around. I can't drive 2 trailers like this at the same time, can I? If I needed to move 10 slots worth of goods at a time, I guess I could hook this and the Tega together. I could do it that way? Oh well. That's a future Jedi problem to deal with. I have had a couple of these missions where I've said, hey, look, there's an extra one of these trailers. I know I'm not going to need it. Screw it. I'm just going to winch tow it behind me. And then it, like a golden retriever, it takes about 3.5 seconds before it's flipped over with its belly showing. And so if I've got a strong enough truck, I just tow the trailer upside down to a trailer store. And then you got to work on getting it flipped back over, which is remarkably hard with these flatbeds. And then get it sold off. Why is this menu back up again? I'm not even clicking anything. Oh, well, no, I thought I knew what it was. I do not. Maybe there's some weight on the keyboard up there. Yeah, that was it. My reader glasses, let me see if I can get this close enough. You might be able to make this out. They have little magnets on them. That's how they clip on and clip off. I think the magnet was either sitting on the magic trackpad or it was just heavy enough on one of the keys on the keyboard that it was convincing my left click to be a right click. So I kept getting menus popping up. But it's okay, I'm better now. Nope, headlights on. Okay, we're off, we're running. I've still got the fuel star parked up at the garage on this map. So I can top up a tank there. As long as the trailer's empty, this one doesn't slow down too badly in the swamp. The Tega actually kind of slows down in the swamp, which was a little sad. That's why I was driving this one around a little bit more. But this one is not shy about burning fuel to do it. Let's see if it can come back up before I can get to the nut like this kid. Did I loot? Okay, yeah, damn, the stream came back up before I could find that kid. Oh, there's the kid up in the top corner there. Phew! Yeah, I've been... Master Jedi and I have been messing around with our connectivity lately. Every once in a while, early in the morning, Comcast Comcast will poop itself, and we get we're supposed to be on the 400 meg plan right now, and some mornings we'll get about 45, and that starts to cause a few problems if we're both actually trying to do anything. But usually here in the afternoons, and I tested it before stream, I can actually get up as high as 450, sometimes even 500. So I think my disconnect problems I've been having lately are actually Twitch problems and not bandwidth problems. Although it's always good practice just to blame Comcast/Xfinity anyway. If there's a way that they can be at fault, they are. But luckily, that throwing in that, we'll try to keep you going for 90 seconds if you disconnect on us thing, it's not there by accident. I follow one streamer that I can tell has not turned that on, because I will see, this streamer is now streaming 6 or 7 times in a 90-minute span sometimes. If they would just turn on that little 90-second buffer thing, it would quit doing that. I live for buffers. That's what my bumper sticker says. Without the cargo on the back, it doesn't do too bad for me. But if you put cargo on something and all of the trucks really slow down here, and you're not turning. That's a big rock. You actually have to go around. Well, we could probably go over the top of that one, but then I would take my 3 points of engine damage and I would feel bad. So I'll just back up and go this way. Okay. Without my glasses on, that looks like KDP rated with 3.22 people. The 450 meh. Oh man, and I missed. Oh, it took me so long. I've even missed seeing the little landing pad down there. Well, I guess I'll throw mine now. What the hell? Yeah. Comcast is such a Comcast. For years, we were on an amazingly priced promotion plan. It was $35 a month, and we were paying ostensibly for, well, they called it a 500 meg plan, but we never got even remotely reliably anything better than 300. But that was fine, except that it would occasionally just not work at all. And when you went to the Comcast site to check on your plan status, there were 4 different places where you could get information about your plan. 2 of them showed us this being, oh my god, old bacon face, almost a 90. We're gonna give you some fireworks and a tribute song there. That was impressive. But there were 4 places where you could go look up information about your plan. 2 of them said we were on a 500 meg plan. 2 of them said we were on a 300 meg plan, which is what we routinely got, was at best 300. So when that promotion ended, I used to work for a company that provided billing services on behalf of almost every cable company in America, plus Dish, but not DirecTV. So I spent a lot of time talking with the agents, and I got the inside moves and the secret handshake on kind of how to connect with a call center and get the best possible promo rate. And I could not get this promo rate again. It was long gone. And part of how they're doing that now is every couple of years they switch what the plans are that they offer. So they go back and forth between odd and even multiples of hundreds. So they didn't have 300 and 500 plans anymore. They had 2, 4, 6, 8, and then I think they had a full gig available. That way, they had an explanation as to how they couldn't give you that offer anymore. So I said, well, okay, in that case, they were trying to get me to upgrade to the 600, but my bill was going to almost triple because of it. And I thought, well, I'm only getting 300 on the 500 anyway, so if I'm only going to get 400 out of the 600, I don't want to pay that much money So just you knock me down to the 400 because that's only a little under twice as much as what I'm currently paying, and I've only been getting 300, so 400 is still a step up for me. Oh, no, you've been on the 500. You go, well, no, it says, well, if you go to this page, it says that, but if you go to this page, it says, nope, I'm getting 300, and 300 is what I've been getting. Oh, no, but you're 500. That's a downgrade. Downgrades are handled differently. No, it's not. So I ended up having to invoke the secret handshake to get the retention team squad member on who could override the penalty that you had to pay to do a downgrade. Because, they acknowledged that, nope, I see what you're talking about. No, you've only been getting 300. It said 500, but, for the price you were paying, I would have stayed quiet too, which is exactly what I did. So we're on the 400, and of course, now that we're paying for full 400, we actually occasionally get better than that because, god damn it, Comcast. This plan only runs a year, and then I'm gonna have to play that stupid game again. I hate playing that game. Just make a base rate that's pretty good, and I will just do it. The one I don't like is the, and I don't think Comcast does it, but some of the mobile companies were doing this for a while. We'll give you this rate, the speed rate for life at this price. It will never change. And then, of course, the caveat is that when they deploy the new network that's 10 times faster, you still get what's now a crawling speed because you paid for that one for life. Unless you'd like to move to the new for life plan. And that one's way more expensive than your old one was. But this is me railing about subscription models. So, put a chip on a plate, and you drop the dog into a pit. That is a marvelous deconstruction of this game. Fun side note, I have source code for a ripoff of this game. I haven't had time yet because, oh my god, my new job, I'm finally just past that point where when I was a contractor, I was just starting to feel comfortable and almost like I belonged at a place. And then that's when I would get moved to a new contract. Well, now I've hit that point with this new job where I am permanent. So I'm kind of starting to feel comfortable with stuff, which means, oh my god, I now have extra responsibilities and things. So fun coding at home has kind of been side-burnered. It's not back burner yet, but it's been side-burnered. So I haven't been able to play around yet with tinkering with the little, serial numbers filed off parachute game. But it is my plan to get that running so that I can make changes to things. And I can craft it in my own image. Ha 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 ha. Not really sure what I would do with it, but knowing that I can is half the battle. That's how G.I. Joe got his start. I love deals that get better for the second or third tier before getting worse. Yeah? And that really is how Comcast works. There's the real bottom end tier that actually is, the cheapest, but if you're paying per bit, it's actually not as good as if you're paying for one of the middle tiers. And then the upper tier, you're paying the premium tax on top, and all of a sudden it's just as cost ineffective as the bottom tier. Though, if you are low income, they've got some really good, cheap bottom tier plans. That is one thing that Comcast does, and I think it's because there is a federal mandate that they do so. So yeah, when Master Jedi and I were both unemployed for that technically it was less than a handful, but yeah, that's when I was having to renegotiate our rate. And I was as gently as I could throwing it out there that money actually is an issue at the moment. I would like to keep as close to this rate as I could possibly get. And that's when they throw out, hey, there is actually this low tier and you can get government assistance that makes it almost free, which is awesome. I wish more people knew about it and could take advantage of it. But then if you really want me to get into a rant about single payer system for various things, we could do that. We could go there. But that's not as much fun as driving in the mud. So. Yeah, exactly, Rez. Internet should be a utility. And in many ways, it's close. Like with this assistance program, it's almost there. It could be there. There are lots of ways that private industry could still completely hose it over, but then so could all of the actual utility companies. So one of the other big funds, as long as I'm going to bitch and moan about Portland, as long as I'm here, I didn't find it to be as dramatic and terrible as a lot of other people did, but there was a noticeable spike in natural gas prices. And it just so happened that it corresponded at the beginning of the year with that serious cold snap we had in January. So everyone was using a lot more natural gas for heating purposes than they kind of normally would. Oh, I need gas, hang on here. And then they got slammed with a pretty significant rate hike on top of it. So there were, well, I would say there were minor riots in the streets. But when you're talking about Portland and you talk about riot in the streets, by default, you're being literal when you say that. So I do want to point out there weren't literal riots in the streets like normal. You just wait until the election's in November, though. It doesn't matter who wins. There are going to be more riots here. But yeah, there were a lot of very angry people at how much money it suddenly cost. I'd say our bill probably saw a 50 to 60% spike in the month of January, year over year. But that's the combination of rate hike and dramatically colder temperatures that meant that the heater was running 24/7, really. And it shocked everybody. But as a utility, I'm actually going to wrap this around to where we're back on topic, which is kind of a shock. But it's a fully regulated utility, but it had gone through all of the approval processes required in order to get that rate hike. The question came up of exactly what were the details that went into that process to warrant such a significant hike, but I don't know those details because I just paid the bill and I went on with my life because I was re-employed by that point, so I had the luxury of being able to do so. Did I actually drive the Tega all the way out this way? Man, I was so busy talking I did it. I don't even remember doing this because I remember this road is terrible. Someone needs to come out here and do some maintenance on this crappy ass road because it is busted up. This truck in particular takes a lot of damage on it for some reason. And point 3, not enough ports. No, I got lost on that one, but I always vote for more ports, especially if they're Ethernet ports. I mostly have wireless for all of my stuff, but Ethernet ports are always good to have. I need more USB-C ports, actually. The M1-based Mac that I'm working on right now has 3. My older Intel-based ones actually had a full 4, but on this model they replaced that 4th one with an HDMI port. On the Intel ones, you actually had to have an HDMI converter dongle, and I think the working theory became, you know what, at some point everybody just had one of those dongles almost permanently connected, so they decided, you know what, screw it. We'll just give you your HDMI port back. So I've actually got... the problem I've got with my setup now is that most of the streaming gear that I've got is all USB-A. So I have a USB-A hub hooked up to my USB-C port to get everything plugged in. I would like more USB-C peripherals. And you want to know what chaps my hide? Most of the stuff that I've got, the actual peripheral is USB-C, but they provide you A to C cables in order to hook it up. Which means I think they would all work if I went out and I bought a pant load of USB-C to C cables and just plugged everything in that way. But I've got so much now, I would then need a USB-C hub. So I can't win. I just can't win. Damn it. I want to put beams and beams and rolls. So that'll take care of my top 2 lines, the 2 metal beams, and I've got the first of 3 metal rolls. So when the Voron comes back with the flatbed on it, it only needs to take 2 more rolls. Give me them balloons. There they are. Never get tired of that. Never. Poncho! Oh man, I didn't hear the knocking. I deeply apologize. We are hauling a bunch of metal around. We're building a statue. I'm hoping it's a statue of me. But I'm not going to know what it is until I've built it. Hang on a second. I don't think I know what it is. Let me go look. Let me go read here. The authorities thought we should capitalize on this place's reputation as the nuclear power hub of the future and build a monument in the town closest to the power station. Can we count on you to deliver the supplies? Are we going to build like a bomb? I mean an atom? Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. It's going to be exciting. Totes exciting. Oh no, headlights are on, but I need my beacons. Beacons are on. Let me get him pulled out of the way. I think we are going to go with the let's convoy route, which means I just need him slightly out of the way. And then I need to change my truck. Which one is closest? I think the garage on the other map is actually technically closer than this one, but then it would have to do the Nintendo Switch load time to load the other map to get to that garage, and then it would have to do it again on our way back. So we're just going to swap out right here. I'm going to leave the crane on this truck just in case we need it. I mean, nothing bad's going to happen. Nothing bad could possibly happen, because I am a total pro. I will point out innocently that I've definitely had more rollovers here in Season 12 than I have in the last couple of seasons. I give credit to the level designers for being able to trick me a little better. Oops. Okay, I missed the magnets. There we go. Statue of the Hulk! Oh, can I put in a request with Saber? Saber and Focus Entertainment. Dear sirs, more Hulk statues. You were offended that some of your devices have the same kind of ports. I want bespoke cords and outlets for everything I own. A giant mushroom cloud would be a good one. I would dig that. Oh, speaking of the proprietary cords, the EU slapped down Apple for their BS cord stuff, so they're making them adopt USB-C going forward for charging. Although part of me says, hey, let small companies like Apple, do their own thing. They shouldn't be beholden to you and the government. But then the me that actually uses all these devices says, oh, thank God, it would be so nice if I could have 2 chargers that could charge anything I own. And when we go on vacation, we don't have to bring 19 chargers with us. Inside tip, we actually don't do that. When we go on vacation, we only take our Apple stuff with us, so we only need the 1 charger. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I do have to bring 2 chargers, because the Apple Watch doesn't take USB nothing. It has that fun little, I think it's effectively like a little Qi plate that you have to set it on to charge wirelessly, although it has a wire to the plate, so it's kind of not really wirelessly. And this actually charges through USB-C. So, credit to you, Nintendo. But my non-Apple headphones, that uses a micro USB like a proper Android device. I got a Kindle Fire tablet, which is obviously the Android style. I have a rechargeable wireless mouse that actually uses that same micro USB. So I've got 1 micro USB charger on my table that gets used for anything nearby that isn't Apple proprietary. And if everything would just go USB-C, I'm all in favor of it. I don't care whose freedom it impinges on. Just make my life a little bit easier. Just a little bit. Found one spot. I think that was it. There's one spot where your nose doesn't power dive into that little dip there and cause engine damage. In this direction, you're going just a little off to the left from where the tracks are, and everything is fine. And smack. This is a little bit farther drive, but still definitely faster than having to load maps twice. And by picking up our metal goods here, instead of over in the flatland, we only have to drive across one map. So I just saved everybody at least 3 more map loads and transition stuff. And in conclusion to my book report / TED Talk, that's why I look forward to the Switch 2. They actually have their data bus sped up so you can actually move data around fast enough to do loads faster. And the working operational theory is that this exact game, presuming that the backward compatibility is still on the table, which it appears to be from all of the rumor mill leaks, that this game would actually directly benefit from that. When you're doing those loads, it will load faster because the data transfer time will be enhanced in hardware. As a computer nerd, that makes my heart sing. Lots of rumors want, like 4K upscaling to be fully applicable to the back catalog. I don't care. 1K is great for me. It's fine. If there's a game that needs to be closer to photorealistic, then yeah, sure, that's awesome. Knock it out of the park. If you want to look more like a movie, that's great. But this has enough cartoony to it. It's okay. If I need to see it extra pretty, which it is, I can play it on a PC-type device. I've already got Expeditions pre-ordered for multiple platforms as well. It should be the same, although they're supposed to have enhanced the engine graphically. It's this game's engine, but enhanced, and then they've tweaked the mechanics to do more of the scout-based expedition exploration stuff. Nope, gotta go. Oh, don't drive in the pit. Especially don't roll over in the pit. Although the Tega's close enough, it can come save us without having to go back to the garage. Still sad they called it the Wii U and not the the will with Roman numerals. Everyone would have called it the will, though. It doesn't, unless they'd made it lowercase i's, just uppercase W and then 4 lowercase i's in a row. Honestly, would that have been any more weird or confusing or market sabotaging than calling it the Wii U? Man, I can't wait for the Switch U to come out next year. Henceforth known as the Screw You. I made that up. Trademark. It's letting me know that I have cargo on that trailer right there that I could take and deliver. It's a good call, game. Mark that up. I got metal rolls. I gotta make sure I can see the numbers because they're tiny and kind of faint gray. Well, okay. I can only load 2 on here anyway. So I now have a grand total, I can see them on screen, of 3 metal rolls, 2 metal beams. That's exactly what we need to build a statue of me in the town square. I have somehow actually not seen the results of this mission anywhere. In any of the streamers that I've watched. So I am prepared to be A, surprised, B, let's be honest, slightly disappointed in whatever it's going to be. But it had better be something. Okay, you fired up? Yep, you got lights on. Ooh, and since I'd left beacons turned on, those automatically came on too. Oh, we need horns. There we go. Horns brought to you by Sirenscape. I gotta get my plug in there. Since Dan Servo and company were kind enough to raid in off the Sirenscape channel last week, I would not expect them to come back this week. Oh, there's some more auto horns. That horn selection is actually sampled from the game here. The Trucks Redeem is royalty-free Creative Commons truck sounds. We've got 2 drive-bys and 2 sorta horns. That one's just not as good. I spent like an entire afternoon harvesting sound effects off of this game, making up those redeem clips on trigger fire. So those are the ones that actually I have available through the exclamation point claim command now too. I need to go as wide as I can. It would be nice if I didn't break the truck doing it. I need to go wide to ensure that our little friend back there can also make it without dumping sideways. I honestly don't care about damage done to the Voron in back. It would be nice if I didn't blow out a wheel. And it would be beneficial if I didn't blow out the gas tank, because this is all going to go faster as long as its engine is still running. Yeah, it can rack up the little 2 and 3 points of damage all at once. I don't care. Oh, KDP firing up the game tube. Oh, I like that name. That one might actually work. Actually, at this point, with the nostalgia that's had time to build up, they could probably get away with that. And you know, let's be honest, if they hadn't released the Wii U, but they made the Switch 2 now and called it the Wii U, I'm sure it would sell 100 times better. Well, probably better than that, since the Wii U really didn't sell well at all, but it would sell way better now than it did at the time, just taking advantage of that nostalgia factor. So yeah, releasing the game tube now. You could release the game tube now and actually just make it internally the original GameCube, and it would still sell. Nostalgia would cover. I'm doing this a little bit more differently than I'd fully expected to. I'm going to get us totally filled back up just to be sure that we can both make it without any hinkiness as far as the garage. Nope. Get back there. Nope, it's going to make me start this over again. I want to make sure that I have the right point there. Wow, you're kind of close there, buddy. It's okay, we're going to go with it. Unlike the swamp incident from the... Oh, nope, this is bad. Don't do that. That's, you are a little too close. But, I was going to say, unlike the swamp incident, I don't think we have to worry about mounting up quite as badly this time, but apparently we do just a little bit. So I'm going to get back on the pavement. We're going to get this straight and level here. And we're going to create just a little bit of separation there. Because if I can't make some of those tougher turns, this is going to go badly quickly. There we go. Okay, now we're off and running. This was the whole point in having that one You know, with an operational engine in the first place, so we could do some driving. Nico with the landing, congratulations. Sadly, I have no rewards for landings other than words of praise. And I failed. That's very meta of you, Nico, to drop your own face, though. Your highest score ever. Was your previous high score not available, or was it just less? Was it greater than 0? I guess that's the big question. Because yeah, this game is not kind about landing. You would think, just based on the width of that pad compared to the width of the screen, that you should be looking at, I don't know, 10-ish% chance of landing at any given time, but it is way less than that. I do want you to know it's because it's rigged. Which is why I want to get the source code for this thing, that the ripoff that I've got working, so that I can rig it even more. That was a second landing, and one just to mock you, Nico. Because in the event of multiple landings, only the closest one actually gets to remain fully displayed. Anyone else just kind of fades out as though they had missed entirely, which is sad. I'm trying to find a way to do this. I got too far to the right. I was trying to find a way to do this without having to mess around. With re-winching, but here we are anyway. Oh man, this got stuck hard. I wonder if I'm caught on a tree or something. I'm caught on something, because it is just, it's barely moving the trailer even. So is the trailer caught on a log, or is that a log up front? I gotta take these glasses off to see what's doing here. What? The Sirenscape? You guys are coming in this week. I was not prepared for that. I've already done my shout out for Sirenscape. I couldn't possibly do this again. Hey, everybody from Sirenscape. Welcome in. For any of you who haven't gotten tossed my way before, I would be the Lone Jedi. On Wednesdays, I like to drive my trucks in the mud. I don't know exactly what's happened here. I cannot get my rear wheels moving. But it looks like you're...
Are you dead?
Well, I thought maybe your pride in me got me moving. No, something is weirdly stuck here.
I hope you were happy with yourself.
So, I'm fighting it. Dan?
I don't want to go that way.
Dan?
And
Dan?
Well,
Dan?
Well played.
Oh, good for you.
Oh man, I've even got some of the servo sound effects working. This is the perfect combination.
I mean, I play so
I
many
winched you.
RPGs.
Can I
was like,
push?
oh,
I'm going to try pushing.
Yeah, what are we
We're doing
talking about?
experiments.
And then, yeah, you got it.
We're doing
That was
experiments with trucks here today. It's actually almost working a little bit. It's not working very well, but it's almost working. I've got one other option. Let me try pulling this way, because the auto winch hasn't been going this way. Just get me a little bit up onto the grass, and I should be able to pull myself out. There we go. Perfecto. Is that another hydrate coming in? Yeah, and there's the cafe. So, hey, nifty Chris, Dan, good old Steve. That's Steve. He's a star. Ooh, also...
Yeah, you're right. What the swarm, man? What the hell am I supposed to do?
Nice save. Trouble is here. Look what I found. Look what I found. Okay, you can't actually see it. But hey, Ryan, if this page would load a little faster, I found something over here on the, what do we call it? The Big City Modern set. Are we going? There it is. There it is. Damn it. How about this one instead? I can play all of these. There we go. Finally, I found one that works. I have big city sounds now. They're probably not totally relevant, but we're getting better. The modern set is definitely getting bigger and bigger. It's exactly what I need for driving my trucks in the mud. Oh, I have just wenched literally to the front axle on that truck. That's how we get the inappropriate mounting behavior, so this may go poorly. Maybe I've got enough room back there that we can pull this off. But we're headed to the next map over. We're going to go build me... Oh, that's right, I almost missed the hydrant. We're going to go build a statue of me in the other city. Hey, Ryan, good. You came along too. I have a whole bunch of technical complaints for you. I'm going to air my grievances now. Okay, I don't want to bother doing that. I think I need one more here and I'm caught up. We're middling on temperature now. Coffee Monkey is not an electronic device, so he doesn't keep things hot throughout the stream for me. Master Jedi's Ember does work that way. It doesn't hold as much coffee, though, so that's why I haven't thought about using it. Darth Mug is my best alternative, but as long as Coffee Monkey is good to go, we go with the Coffee Monkey. Because Coffee Monkey has a little more character. And I'm still a little personally torn because Darth Mug, I swear to you, is sporting a Corellian blood stripe and not just a Darth stripe. And so I get a little perplexed as to which way that really ought to go. Oh, I forgot my headlights. I had my beacons on, though, so we've been safe. Yeah, the physics engine in this game, while completely wonky and non-representative of real life, it's got a complexity to it. I think that's why I love this game so badly. That this truck handles so differently when it's got a gajillion and a half pounds of steel on the back than when you're just driving it around naked. Those are all medical terms, by the way. Oh, he just fell off the rock. Stay upright. Okay. This is the fun of running convoy here. And that's why both of these trucks have cranes on them, so that they can be used to save each other and the cargo. Did you hit? Okay. I already said I didn't care if the rear truck took a little damage, so it's taken me up on that bet. Have I tried the Unicorn Overlord Demo? Funny you should mention that. I did not get to watch the Partner Direct Live this morning, because it's on at 6 a.m., and what kind of monster wants to be up for that? I didn't watch it because I had a meeting that started at 6:30 this morning, which means technically, as long as it started right on time, which they usually do, I might have been able to squeeze the whole thing in right before the meeting got started, but that would have meant getting up an extra even half hour early, so that's why I didn't. So, after I got through with my first morning meeting, I had a little bit of a break, so I watched the direct then. That's how I learned that there was a demo now available. I then went into my second long meeting for the day, which leads into lunch. I set my Switch to download that demo and the pepper grinder demo. And then I let those run for a couple of hours while I actually did some work. God, bruiser. And then as soon as work ended, that's when the Sirenscape stream starts up, so I had to get that going. And I also get my physical setup going for my stream here. Once I had Sirenscape running and all of my equipment hooked up and baseline testing done here, I ran out and I ran the pepper grinder demo. That game is fun. I think I'm going to be bad at it, but it's fun. It's just different enough that it really appeals to me. So I think I will actually probably buy that one when it's out. I don't know, it might make an appearance on Sea of Saturdays, who knows. But then that led to 4 o'clock rolled around, and it's time to go streaming and driving my truck in the mud, so that Unicorn Overload is just sitting there. It's staring at me on my dashboard. Actually, I don't have to look all the way over there to see where I'm driving, because I can see it right here in OBS. This is nice. Yeah, so it's staring at me. It's waiting to be demoed. So yeah, as soon as I'm done here today, I'm going to go fire that demo up. I am also giving extreme consideration to ordering the collector deluxe bonus edition. I don't know what the hell they call it, but it comes with a card game based on. I'm not sure if it's based on the game or if it's a card game based on an in-universe card game, kind of like Gwent for The Witcher. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's got an actual physical game, a card game that comes with it, which I'm a game nerd, you know, that speaks to me. And I believe it also comes with vouchers for whatever the DLC is or is going to be for the game, so I figure the demo is going to have a large amount to say in whether that big upgrade happens or not. But that is one that I'm picking up physically. Oh, also, of fun note, speaking of Sea of Saturdays, I've spoken about it at some point, the physical release of Sea of Stars is actually happening in May, I think it is. And the price isn't bad. I think it's only $40. Even though I've already completed the game and gotten the true ending. Obviously, I haven't done the DLC yet because it's not out, but I think I may buy the physical version just as my show of support for the developers. Because I have loved that game so much that I've basically renamed my Saturday stream after it, even though I'm not currently playing it right now. So I think that one is probably deserving of the physical release as well. Plus, cover art's fun. Oh, yeah. Unicorn will never load until Switch 2. And then it will load faster. I have no idea how quickly or slowly it's going to load. I did pick up from the direct presentation today that there's actually going to be some level of real-time component in it. So it's not going to be purely turn-based, which is interesting. I don't think it's so much real-time that old man crap reflexes is going to have any real issue with it. So I look forward to that. What do I need? I need refuel. It's a little hard to read because I got reading glasses on. I do appreciate the irony of that. I need to... Wait. I put the... No, stop. Okay, there we go. The brake is on. Why are you still running? Oh, apparently because it just turned the brake right back off. We definitely need to do a refuel here. I need the headlights on just to make sure I don't crash in to the other truck. That's a good distance. Nope. Ooh, hey, that's right. There are 3 trucks to choose from. I need to be in this one. I do need the rear here so I can get the winch reconnected. The good news is we're about to go through... Well, I guess the bad news is we're about to go through the swamp. The good news is this should be the last... objectively slow portion. Once we get through here, we got to cross a river. That's not bad. There's a lot of pavement along the way, and then there's little mud puddles like this one on some of the stretches, but that's not bad. We just have to get across the swamp. I've driven this route enough times that I've got a couple of slightly better lines, but we've got cargo, so we may reach the point where I will just temporarily drop the Voron off and then drive these 2 trucks separately through the muck. Because driving in tandem is always slower anyway, but driving in tandem in the muck can get really numbing too. Back into that trailer was really bouncing. You okay back there, buddy? Yeah, okay. This one works better if you go really wide on it. Line this up right here. There we go. And then we can stay up high on the grass. I said high on grass. And then we're going to slow down a little bit as we cross these ruts, but it gets us back over to another dry stretch. We got a lot behind us. We got to pull through this. Okay, we're cooking. The gateway is illuminated, but we got a ways to go. But I'm very excited for Unicorn Overload. It's excited in the way that I've been for a lot of those the JRPG titles, where I've gotten them. I've played them on stream a time or two, and then I've played them quite a bit more on my own afterward, but haven't completed them, haven't streamed them anymore because I'm now kind of stuck in a middle state where I don't necessarily remember what had been going on, and I don't necessarily remember the controls and other things like that. So in an ideal world, I would probably get Grimlock finished, which is probably going to take a little while, and then I would move over to the Unicorn. We're going to get everybody through. Yeah, we bounced him off a tree, but that still counts. Good, because that was one of the slowest portions right there, and I just drove around it by hopping up between the trees. Cross over here. This is probably the most muck we're going to drive through. And then it's a little shorter if you take the thinly veiled path on the right. But if you hit it just right, which includes straddling that island on the right there, it's not bad, but as soon as anything drops off, you get grabbed by the mud and it slows you right down. And I got a long trailer and someone I'm towing behind me, so it's gonna happen. So this one actually has less mud. More water, but less mud. So yeah, we're making awesome time around here. Make sure I'm downshifted. If you want a good intermediate tip on SnowRunner, it would be learning to use the clutch button, which on controller is the left shoulder button, without actually using any of the shifting controllers. You just tap the clutch, and that will cause the automatic transmission to shift a little earlier than it would if it was truly automatic. And usually that's the difference between having to come to a complete stop when it finally decides to downshift and being able to gracefully go down a gear instead of all of them and keep moving. It's a good idea. Well, except for a couple pieces of broken stuff, it's all pavement the rest of the way to the gateway. And then there's a lot of pavement until you get to almost all the way to the river crossing. The river itself is not paved, it's a river. And then it's not much of a long dirt drive until you get back to pavement for the little city. And then we're going to build my statue. Man, I don't know if you want a little preview of the Unicorn Overlord Demo. I could swap out for that, since I might finish this mission before 6. We are going slowly, but this is a long enough drive that, especially with all of the map swaps that would be required and the time that those take, I think it actually is faster to go ahead and drive in tandem here. Let's see, I can shut that down. Oh, hey, look, I got a text message. Anyone want to read this? Read it out loud, share it with class? No, that is boring. That is not worth sharing. But I can click over there, and it's not giving me pop-up menus. We're back in business. We're going well. So let's see, what else have I got coming up? Pacific Drive is out tomorrow. I've already got that one pre-ordered. I will definitely be playing it myself. I did play the demo of that one on the Steam Deck. The graphic performance was It wasn't great. I was a little worried about that. It did offer me a choice between DirectX 11 and 12, so I told it, what the hell, let's go with 12. Let's see how it does. It was okay. It might just be the game, It might be the behavior on the deck. It might be the fact that it's a demo. So I'm not sure how well that's really going to run for me. That is something that I could consider running a stream on somewhere along the way. Let me get all my lights on before I attach the winch. What else is coming up shortly? Well, obviously, Friday of next week is Expedition's early release day. Yep, I'm still pretty sure I'm going to be sick, so I think there will be some early streaming on the 1st of Expeditions. I will be tempted to turn Sea of Saturdays into an Expeditions continuation day, but no, definitely not going to do that. I gotta stick more to my RPG theme. It should be more Legend of Grimrock. I don't know, like always. I'll see when I get there. Could be a little Unicorn. I don't know. If Unicorn really hooks me in, I could put other things on a little bit of a delay, but it's been kind of fun playing the Grimrock, because there's a couple of people who've been dropping in because they're actual Grimrock fans. And it's been fun to play with them in chat, because they know what I'm screwing up and doing wrong, but they're very good chat denizens, so they don't bother pointing it out. Oops, sorry, trailer. Yeah, we're probably, I bet I'm going to have to, yeah. There is no question. I am going to have to drive these two around that pole separately. Oh, hey, I forgot to turn his engine on. Well, that saves gas. Boom. He hit the trailer for damage, too. It's only fair. Don't want to be left out. I'm going to turn on your beacons before we change trucks, just to be sure they stay on. Attach the winch. You're going to be over on this side so I can see what I'm pointed at. We're going to go with that one. Headlights back on. I don't know why you turned them off. Let's see if we can get around the guard gate. Ooh, that's going to be close if it did. Phew. Oh yeah, the water trailer's gone, so it's out of the way. I did the 2 major contract missions. Doing the first one unlocked, that was the number 6 task that unlocked. There was a water task to go with the contracts, so I actually ended up selling the water trailer. And I broke out the old dairy fire engine, because I haven't used that since Season 10. I used it to satisfy that task. And then I took a quick look at the other 5 tasks. You can see what they are if you go into the driver profile menu. It doesn't tell you where they are, and it doesn't tell you what unlocks them. It just tells you what they are. There is one more water task out there someplace that hasn't unlocked for me yet, so I've got the dairy standing by in my garage waiting to go and finish that off. But I did go ahead and sell off the trailer because I will have no other use for it. And I got the 2 big fuel trailers out in the field now. I have one sitting in Oviro Hills because that is the only map that has no fueling source. So now it does. The other one is hanging out at the reactive zone on the active theory that once I get to working on the reactor contracts, I will have a lot more traffic moving through there. And even though it has a gas station on one corner of the map, I would like to put a fuel tanker in the other corner. To date, I have been working on the, I'm just going to call it the Pine Line Valley Authority. It's whichever organization is, I keep wanting to say recognized. It's displayed as the little tree icon up there in the top corner next to Monumental Science. I'm working on that one's contracts first, just because. I don't remember who the second company is, and then the third one is the nuclear facility. I think once I complete Monumental Science, there are going to be 2 of this PVA left. One of them is the big logging mission that I'm saving for KDP, so I can get you your 1 log there, KDP. I hope you want that 1 log delivered. I think all of the logs actually go to that lumber mill over there, so I'm going to leave that log over there at the mill for you, but I'm going to put a sticky note on it so that they know it's yours, and they don't chop it up into boards or anything. Oh, there's my drop-off arrow. And since I'm towing, I'm going to stay out of the mud as much as I can. I think if I go ahead and take this first turn, it's not the literal shortest route to the drop-off point, but I think it's the shortest that will get me back to pavement. Oh, no, I did it. Oh, God, I did it. I did it. I did it. But the truck that caused it didn't roll. Ooh, I still do get a point down there. Yep, he got hooked up coming around that rock. No, oh well. This just assures that I go out closer to my normal end of stream time. That way I don't feel too bad if I do a brief switch over to that demo, just so I can say I just ran the quick demo. Let's see if you've got the juice to flip both over. I'm going to put you in the low reverse gear. Oh, the Voron is still a beast. And oh, no, wait, where are you going? Oh, I was just far enough away that the physics turned off. So it pulled it into a roughly upright position and then froze it there, and then I got closer and then it decided to re-engage physics. And then fun ensues. Let me set the brake. I think I might be able to get the first one on here with my crane, but I'm going to use the other truck's crane to put the other stuff on back. Otherwise, I'm going to have to disconnect from the trailer, and then this is just going to take even longer. Metal beam gymnastics. Look at you go on here like a champ. Is that champy enough? I think it is. Ba-bam. I'm gonna save a little gas. Shoulda, coulda, woulda turned him off, but I didn't. I'm intentionally moving you out of the way so that I can get to a good spot on this trailer. We're doing a little recovery. With the Switch version, if you start touching the controls while the crane is still unfurling, then it will not recognize any control other than the first thing you push. I'm always running into that where I want to start to lift and winch in and turn the crane all at the same time, which it will do, but you have to tap a control and then let off of everything before it will let you actually do multiple inputs at once. My metal rolls are actually in the way. I can't get this thing to spin. There we go. And I couldn't get it to go high enough. Oh, crap. I couldn't get it to go high enough to clear everything. And it was far enough out that it was bogging down the crane. Everything is so complicated with me. Can I get this? Damn it. Okay, what happens if I just do this? Oh, it won't let me change trucks until I release that. Unpack and repack. Yes, I can. Okay, that's good. Make sure the brake stays set. Let's go grab that last metal roll. You're going to make me back up for it, are you? Okay, then, well, here we are. Nope. X. Nope, that's Y. X. There we go. Tell you what. I got plenty of fuel for it, and we're nice and close now. So we're going to just do this old school SnowRunner, and we're going to run these two trucks over separately. That one rock was really the last obstacle to get around, and it was only an obstacle because I was towing, and I still screwed it up. The rest of this is just driving fast through the dirt. Sometimes the dirt's a little wet. It's not really muddy. Volume level doesn't look too bad for this truck. It is definitely one of the louder trucks. But its horn is louder. But it's not very good. Ouch. Actually, I want to put you on the outside edge so that there's room on the inside edge for the big truck. I've already delivered the cement because they had 2 bags of that just sitting over. Actually, they had 7 bags of it sitting at the warehouse real close here. Drop those off. Then I have to pack the extra cargo, put the crane away. You know what? I can stop the engine now. And all of the metal rolls are delivered. Come back out here, back to our good old reliable Tega. Who feels very bad about lying down on the job, but what are you going to do? And now the last thing that we need to build the testament to me is 2 sets of metal beams. And then we'll see where we go from there. I was taking a spin by another SnowRunner streamer earlier today. Someone in that stream had pointed out that it's now been 12 add-on seasons on top of the base game, and still you can't actually drive the cargo that is on the cover art for this game. It looks like it's big metal pipe tubes, but on a frame that looks like a medium logging frame. So these are the beams that are squared together. There are pipes that you can deliver, but they're kind of bundled together a lot like these, except they're round instead of little rectangles. But you can't just free dump them into a big set of forks like you can with the logging missions. And even at the original release of the game, they didn't have logging, so you couldn't even claim that those were actually logs and not metal tubes. Now you can do 2/3 of it, but never all 3/3 at once. Throw that brake. Stop the engine just to be sure everybody's cool on fuel. Hey, that rhymed. Okay, here we go. Everybody stand by for it. We built a nuke. Wow, that looks impressive. Time to plan some guided tours here. 16 grand in cash and 1900 XP. If only XP meant anything to me anymore. But at least I got a statue. It's a statue of an atom. I'm made of atoms. Ergo, that's a statue of me. Problem solved. More towers. Oh, where's... Pineline Bay Administration. I was close. I thought it was a valley. It's a bay. A bay is just a valley that you filled with water. I mean, it's just science. Ooh, hydration. That's a good thought, Nico. Wow. So backlog. It's funny because it's a whole bunch of logs. There was only one map in this four map region that has logs, and it is not this map. So this is going to be a driving experiment. Definitely not starting that one right now. While the sawmill was idle, our backlog got so bad we almost went through our entire log supply. Another delivery isn't scheduled for a while yet, but you've got some free time on your hands, so I bet you can handle it. In theory, yes. Right now, no. I'm going to guess that probably is going to start turning around short, medium, and long planks. Probably all three of them, since it's taking all three lengths of logs to get loaded up. It's going to open up a warehouse at 32 grand. I'm going to have to earn that, though. That's a lot of driving. Getting rusty. Ah, that was nice. Slow hydration because it's getting cold. Oh, this is the one. The generator was sitting on top of the hill with all the satellite dishes, and the factory parking lot was just at the bottom of the hill and up halfway up the next hill. So I've already driven the generator over there. It's parked, if not on the actual delivery zone, is just right nearby. So I could get it over there. It's going to open a crafting zone. I wonder what you can craft there. Probably should have thought about doing this one earlier. That one needs planks and concrete blocks. I've got wooden planks. This map also has concrete blocks. And Overo Hills is the next map over. I didn't mean to do that. Whew. Okay, it didn't close me out. That, I think, is going to be my next goal, because I've only got these two left here. I have run around and made sure that everything in Pineline Bay and the geodetic guidance are unlocked, at least. So I've got 2 left from Pineline, 2 in geodetic, but I'm saving the nuke stuff for last. There's only 3 active. I think Power Grid is the one that has the most dependencies, yeah. The 2 towers is also nuke. Static pressure. And so yeah, those are all contained locally. Those are the towers, which are already open. Lonely old tanker. That needs pump it up, which is also on this one. The power lines are just all sequential, and those are all based on Power Grid. I've already looked at that. Nope, that one's at the top. Okay, so everything over here is now self-contained. At one point, there was one of these, I think, that you actually had to complete one of these other missions to get it open. But that's all done. That's all taken care of. So, yeah, I can start working on these next. What do I want to do here? First, I don't know how I want the Voron configured, but I do know that it doesn't need to be sitting out right now. I can move him back to the garage. I'm going to leave the flatbed on there, just in case there's something small that I need delivered at somewhere else at some other point. Since the Tega already has the trailer hooked up, I'm real close to the wooden planks. Maybe I should come grab those first. Because I can do the wooden planks and I can fuel up here. But maybe just do a big counterclockwise run around the map to come over here and pick these up. I'm at 544. I got a little time. I don't know. It depends. Is anyone really interested in seeing any of the Unicorn Overlord Demo now? Or is the SnowRunner crowd just not really into that? I could handle that either way. I'll wait until I see or hear any other affirmation in chat. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start this drive right now. I doubt that I will have time to finish the mission tonight, but both. Of course, Nico. It's Schrodinger's assistance. It is both helpful and completely helpless all at the same time. You'd watch? Okay. Let me go run this over. I'm gonna go pick up the planks and then park up at the gas station. That way I will be all queued up for my next run. And then I will bust out. Let's go see what this demo is about. This one is an Atlas game. So the very first thing I know about it is that it's going to be verging on kind of chibi-like. They seem to really like doing that. It's in the 2.5D HD style that a lot of the remakes for Switch have been in. Apparently there's also, at least in part, a real-time component, presumably just in the fighting, but it could be in other stuff, I don't know yet. And that chances are very, very good that anything you do in the demo will carry over to the full game. I did note with Pacific Drive that it was very clear at the very beginning that, this demo is not representative of final gameplay, which is what gives me hope that it will run, the full game will run better on the Steam Deck than the demo did. And that the save games from the demo are not at all remotely compatible with the full game. Don't even think about it, don't even try. So, I played a little bit of the demo, I got a little bit into it, but I didn't dive too far, just so I didn't spoil anything for myself, knowing that I couldn't carry it over and I was going to have to redo it all anyway. The one other thing I did note with the way they have it set up is that because it is still a demo and it's not officially released yet, Valve hasn't evaluated it for Steam Deck compatibility. It turns out there is a key press you need to make to pick stuff up, and it tells you to use the right bumper, but somewhere within the game it doesn't actually map that control. So I reached a point where there was a thing I wanted to pick up and it was not possible to pick it up. And I could have done some other stuff around it and advanced some of the demo around it, but that's the point where I decided, nah, it's going to take some tweaking to get this to actually work. Maybe I just kind of don't bother. Okay, I got my 2 wooden planks. I got to remember to go to my spreadsheet and mark off that I have taken these. Gotta love me a spreadsheet. And can I clear... Oh, yep, nope. I couldn't quite clear the corner, but that's okay. There is a lot of magic involved here. I can do that without rolling the truck, but I can't make a towed vehicle go around a rock without flipping me, but not the towed truck. There's some complexity to the physics engine, but complexity is not the same as total realism. Stop engine. This is the one I have to be very careful. I don't want to put any fuel barrels on. I just want fuel in the tank. Like
For rock and stone!
For fuel and stone! Okay, we are going to save it there. That is where I will pick back up with that later. That also helps to remind me, what in the hell was I doing when I last played? Because it's a contract and not a task, it should stay selected. And because I have junk already loaded on the trailer, that will help me remember which one I was doing and at what point I was at. And I'm at the gas station, pointed that direction, so I know I wanted to go counterclockwise. Next time I launch the game, I'll have completely forgotten all of that. But at least in the meantime, that's what I'm telling myself. Okay, also you may notice here that Nintendo Online released updates to 3 different Nintendo platforms with lots of very middle to boring ass grade games. The N64 one looks like it might be kind of fun though, because you drive a bulldozer around blowing stuff up, so that's kind of cool. I did check in with my animals today. Everyone's cool. Just want you to know that. Yeah, but look at me. I got a demo. I've already played the peppercorn demo and then deleted it off because I don't need to waste the drive space, but it was good. I like it. I think it's going to be $30 when it releases, so I'll do that one. Creating save data. Do they have? Oh, look at that. They do have a Unicorn Overlord. I'm actually going to change the game title description thing here. I'm not going to change the title. I'm just going to change the description. Yeah. Just for the quick demo, I'm not going to bother. La 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 la. Da da da. I've called it Unicorn Overload so many times now that I'll never get it straight. If I'm lucky, I'll never get it the same way twice, so at least it'll be variety. Well, it's very pretty. I'm going to give it that so far. You know, look at that. I'm going to change the stream title just because I can. And because there's no words being spoken during this little preview here. Was that the One Ring? Unicorn Overlord Demo. Press any button. Done. Oh, because I don't understand. Why would... Oh, okay. That kind of system. That is going to pop up the system menu for the Switch? Nope. I'm overanalyzing it. If they actually talk, let me know how the volume level is coming through and I can turn it up. I have a knob that'll do that. Knob.
I beg you, my queen, take leave of this place while you're still able.
To where, I might ask?
I'm gonna turn that up.
Nigh every last of Cornia's lords has forsaken us in favor of the traitor Valmor. No refuge remains for a crowned fugitive. Yet the general seeks my death and mine alone. I shall not flee from that fate. Though you still can, a sole rider with Elaine at your side. Take him, Joseph. Raise that delicate seedling into a sturdy tree capable of weathering the harsh climes that await.
We're an arborist?
And pray safeguard the ring of the unicorn as well. Hold it close to you until Elaine is a man grown. He will have need of the power it bears.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Queen,
Mother,
Wait, that's no
are
tree.
they coming for us?
Heed well these words, Elaine. I say this not as your mother, but as your queen. From here forth, you're to treat Joseph's command as though it were spoken directly with my tongue. Do you understand?
Of course, but is there something amiss?
My faith and more lies with you, Joseph. I only pray it is enough. Farewell, and may the heavens guide you.
Why are just standing there, Joseph? Aren't you going to help her?
She shows up better on camera. I do it this way. Hmm?
Would that I were able, my prince. Come, we've not a minute to spare.
Ooh, I like the graphic level on that. Bar all exits to the city. The queen is not to leave these walls alive. Ooh, queen's got a sword. Our great general, reduced to little more than a base traitor. You'll find my head not so easily parted from my shoulders, Valmore. I wonder if you can say the same. I guess we're about to see if the real time applies to combat. Come, everyone. We march this day for Her Majesty Ilenia. They all became tiny. Unit movement. Move the cursor with the left stick to select allied units and command them to move across the battle stage. Select Queen Ilenia's unit and use the move command to make them march toward Valmore's position. Oh, there we go. They have a number 6. That seems not... Ooh! That's a cool little display down in the bottom corner there. Does it do it for the enemy? Yeah, it does. So is that 6 a strength or just the number of people involved? Number of units, I guess. That says 6, but I only see 4. That says 9, but I do see a lot. Maybe 5. Okay. What am I supposed to do? Select Ilenia's unit. Oh, okay. And then move. Is that Valmore's? Yeah, I guess so. Engage target in battle. Okay, I suppose. We're just going to run right through that other unit to get there? Okay, I guess we are. Oh, nope, we got intercepted. We're doomed. Organize. Everyone stop. I need to do inventory management. Unit details. It's blinking that little X button, so let me hit that. Oh my god, there's so many statistics. Master Jedi would hate this. Loadout. We got skills. We've got details. That's actually a lot of details. Hodrick, Ilenia, Gailey, and Alcina. View the report overview. Oh, I can change which one's active. Oh, neat stuff. I don't know what to do with all this yet. And then there's a whole bunch of stats. There's stats like nobody would believe. Okay, I don't need to keep looking at that. No, there are so many numbers it's beyond math. We're just gonna look at them. We're gonna look at all the pretties, and then what was I actually trying to do? I had to murder somebody, didn't I? Yeah, here we go. Okay, battle. Let's get to killing, everybody.
On your guard.
Physical defense up. Guard rate up. Guaranteed critical. So far, I haven't touched a single thing. But I killed a horse.
We shall see our duty through. Does this suit you?
Does it suit you? Another guaranteed crit.
Up, sir.
Go.
Ooh. It was a good visceral feel to the shaky cam. Hey, look, I won, and I didn't even touch the controller. Oh, wait. I have to touch the controller to get off the windscreen. There we go. Damn it.
You'll have no mercy from me.
And we're just going straight into the fight this time.
I have you.
Iron Veil, okay. Uh-oh. One of them has a guaranteed crit this time. Guaranteed crit, they did like 3 points of damage. When I turn around and do 100 plus. Killed another horse. I guess I don't actually have to directly watch what's going on because I have no control over it in this demo.
We strive together.
I am a total winner. I don't know if that's proper form with a lance to run up and then swing it like a baseball bat. I think you're supposed to apply the pointy end.
Cornea shall never cave.
I really like the animations they've got. I'm wondering if that's just to show me how it's supposed to work. And then when we get to Valmore down here, maybe I'll actually start to get, you know, pushing some buttons, maybe. Grand Corin Castle Town.
Caesar!
Enlighten me, Valmore. To what end do you seek to usurp my throne?
Self-centered fool. It's not merely your throne I aspire
You see, it's a
towards.
six-pointed plan.
It's all of them. Zenoira are the rightful sovereigns of Fevrith, and I, the blade to restore our world to its natural order.
Sounds almost like
Seek to
Optimus
plunge the
Prime.
continent into war. Fevrith need not suffer your delusions.
A proper ruler demands unity, not pointless politicking with insufferable neighbors. Now, I shall achieve that unity through conquest and reclaim that which is rightfully mine.
I would sooner see you slain by my hand.
I'm gonna get low here. Well, that was the demo. Thanks everybody for coming. I assume that's the end. Oh no, that's right. We're the little tree.
I promise you, my queen, the royal lineage shall endure. 'Tis but a great shame I couldn't aid.
That's why I didn't get to push any buttons. I don't control the queen. I mean, I'm not her boss. I'm the little tree.
All has gone according to plan, my lord. And yet our work only just begins. We stand now at a new dawn for Fevrith, one which will see Zenoira's dominion restored at last. Curious, though, that we've no trace of the old knight's captain. About that, my lord.
Curious.
A lone cavalry unit was spotted riding through the eastern gate before it was barred. And the boy is lost to us. A truth obscured only by his mother's futile attempt at a counter-offensive. It would seem I underestimated her penchant for deception.
It's a very pretty demo. It'd be more fun if I actually got to click some buttons a little bit. This might be it.
Year
I know-
895.
Yeah,
of
this is a
Hollow
big part of the
Chronicle.
game here.
Claiming himself a scion of the fallen SnowRunner Empire, Cornea's once decorated General Valmore rebelled against his erstwhile home at the seat of its monarchy, Grand Corin. Its queen, Elenia, bold in the face of this staggering betrayal, stood unshrinking as the shield to her son Elaine's safe flight, and mustering what meager forces remained by her side, she rallied a defense as valorous as it was damned.
As it was damned.
With Cornea's queen lost, care of the young prince fell to her faithful knight, Joseph, who took wing beyond Valmore's wretched grasp to asylum on the Forned Isle of Palavia in the Holy Kingdom of Albion. And boastfully proclaiming himself Fevrith's new emperor, Valmore donned a second name, Galerius, and
Galerius.
began a relentless onslaught the continent's nations could only but struggle against. Yet each realm's endeavors fell in vain time and again. And ere long, SnowRunner's vile dominion was realized.
Well, that went poorly for the world.
His blood-soaked unification come to bear. Few dared stand against the ironclad fist of Emperor
This is
Galerius.
definitely a exclamation lore moment.
Embers of resistance burned on. Yet the downtrodden could cling only to furtive hopes of liberation. desperate prayers which fell upon deaf ears night after unceasing
Doing a
night.
good job of getting some 20-cent words tossed in there. Not quite 25-cent ones. But
10
close.
years have passed since the Shroud of War first set over Cornea.
The Unicorn Ring. Oh, why did it get dark? Oh, yeah. It's because I haven't touched the controller in so long that the screensaver kicked in.
Well, that takes care of the altar. I suppose I should be getting back.
They gave her jiggle physics. I feel dirty now. This whole game is ruined. Base escape. Scarlet Jedi. That's it exactly. I'm deeply blushing.
Sorry, Elaine, but this round's mine.
Oh, I want to kick Lex's ass
You
now.
always were the optimist.
Nope, kick his ass.
Damn it. You got a good hit in. I'll give you that.
I didn't get to do a thing.
There's just no stopping you these days.
I mean, you're right, Nico. I'm taking credit
Yet
for all
you've
this
grown no
excellent
less than I
gameplay.
have. Still, we could likely train for the rest of our lives, and even then, never manage to best Joseph.
Weird to think he's back on the mainland now. Finally making that
Yeah, we can
Liberation
kill
Army
Joseph
thing
in
a
his
reality,
sleep.
huh? Guess that means we'll be going up against Anoira soon.
Indeed it does. The people of Cornea are suffering, Lex, crying out for whatever help will hear their pleas. Should I turn a deaf ear to those voices, I would have little and less claim to the crown I feel is mine. That, and I owe it to my mother to see them safe.
Well, yeah, but Zenoira's got the whole world in the palm of their hand. How are we gonna fight back against that?
The earth may be theirs, but the heavens will surely favor those who stand for justice.
Probably not.
You got a point there. Sorry for not sounding all too confident. Just make sure you don't take it all on yourself. I'll be with you every step of the way.
Thank you, Lex. You know I can't do this without you.
Oh, stop. You're gonna make me blush. Anyway, that's enough training for today. We're gonna miss lunch if we don't get moving.
I suppose it is that time.
You see something out there?
It's a ship.
Looks like they're flying Zenoira colors, too.
This island is no longer safe.
Let's go murder them.
We have to tell the others.
With you there. You head for the cathedral.
Oh,
I'll
too
make
much
sure the town
talkie-talkie.
knows what's coming.
And I can't wait for the full game to come out with the long cutscenes.
Seal off the harbor, and do it quick! Not a soul gets off this island under our watch.
I hope it's murder time.
All soldiers have
Especially that guy.
sir.
Dispatch the vanguard to the cathedral.
Hodrick.
And remember, we're to apprehend the target alive.
Understood, sir!
You can take my life when you pry it from my dead cold hands. Nope, I guess we're not fighting there. But here's a unicorn.
Father, ruler of land and sky above, we pray this day for deliverance from evil. Grant us the meager sustenance to nourish our fragile bodies in the times to come. Guide our lost souls on the path to salvation. Shine down your radiant light upon us, for darkness looms thick through all corners of Fevrith. Such is my request as your humble servant. In the name of the Guardian Unicorn, and that of the Holy Mother.
I like the Guardian Unicorn. I'm in for that.
Is that you, Elaine?
Unicorn
Must I ask you not to
Overlord.
stomp around in the cathedral?
Uh-oh.
What is the meaning of this?
Cathedral Stompers.
Well, look what we've got here.
Seems we're the first to show.
Can we play as her and murder them?
But don't forget, the girl dies and our heads will roll too.
Need more
Such depravity
cutscenes.
will not go unpunished. Not in the house of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah? Then you'd best get to praying.
She's fast.
Not as fast as us.
What the?
Nope, still don't get to touch anything. There's murder happening without me.
Only a little shaken, that's all. What's happening to us, Elaine?
A ship has come ashore on Palavian soil. One hoisting the banner of the Zenoiran army.
And are they aware that you're the Crown Prince?
I can't say for certain, but we know
Now
one
that you're
thing.
blabbing it
These
out
people
loud like
are
that,
our
probably.
enemy, and they must be stopped.
Yes. My cathedral will see no more bloodshed this day. Come, let's move outside.
My cathedral has a 2 murder limit.
Your Highness, it's a relief to see
I
you
think the sign was
unharmed.
confusing. There you go. Two murder limit.
Where's Lex?
He went ahead to alert the town. We'd best find him and get to the harbor.
Indeed. But first, my prince, this belongs to you.
It better be a sword or the pike or something. No, it's
A
a
ring.
it's a stupid rock.
The Ring of the Unicorn. Queen Elenia wished for you to have it. In truth, I had intended
yeah,
to wait
clown
till signs
friends.
of age played more deeply across your face.
I want to be the clown
But
prince
we
of
no
crime. I
longer
could do
have
that.
such luxury. I have the utmost faith you'll see it secured.
A keepsake from my mother.
Keep it secret,
Thank you
keep it
for this,
safe.
Joseph. Truly.
Make no further mention of it. Now, let us be off.
Oh my god, I get to touch the controller again. Battle stages are the fields of combat where allied and enemy units wage war in real time. Each battle stage has victory conditions that must be fulfilled in order to complete it, such as defeating the enemy commander. Allied units can be deployed from any base flying a blue flag. First, move the cursor to the command post, then give Elaine's unit the order to deploy. I want it to be Alan. I just do. Stage start. Okay, I'm doing things. I'm doing a thing. 2 minutes. Lots of Garen. 2 minutes, Nico. 2 minutes, Nico. How much do you actually get to play? Yeah, I think we're here. I think we're touching things. Oh man, look, I guess you can increase the size of your garrison, because I know a big part of this game is, I've been playing Kingmaker lately, so we're going to call it kingdom management. So you get to build up your garrisons, your towns, your castles. You track all of your units. Lots and lots of spreadsheet work is kind of really what it comes down to. I can deploy up to that radius. We're going after the number 6 dude down there. Deploying a unit consumes 1 Valor point from the gauge displayed in the upper left. Valor points can be replenished by defeating enemies, liberating towns and fortresses, and more. So that's how they're going to limit how many units you can bring to the battle pass, battle scene, battle stage at a time. Elaine, look, they've already reached the town. Then we know our first aim. We must dispatch those soldiers as quickly as possible. So I select, I choose move, and I choose murder. Battle menu will appear. Use it to organize your forces and view enemy details. You know what? That is for sucks and losers. We're going straight into the fight. Yeah, truly. It's really more cut fights rather than cut scenes. Flow of battle. Battles played automatically according to various predetermined rules. First, a combatant's initiative determines their order within battle. When a combatant's turn arrives, they will use one of their active skills. I guess mine is called Lean Edge. Using an active skill consumes a red action point. Pop. Screw you, evil dude. Combatants will take turns using active skills in order according to their initiatives. That makes sense. Battle will continue until all combatants run out of the red action points. Ouch. Passive skills will trigger automatically when certain conditions are met, such as being hit with an attack. Noble Guard. First, Elaine's Noble Guard skill triggers when he's attacked, causing him to protect himself. Using a passive skill consumes PP. God damn it. Next, Scarlet's Quick Heal skill triggers when an ally takes damage, thus healing that ally. Doop. Okay, I'm getting how this is going. He comes in with a smash, but misses. You suck. She throws out a Holy Light. He's dead. Finally, the enemy's Parting Blow skill triggers at the end of battle. Phrasing. Performing an additional attack. Why is this the end of battle? Is he planning on running away or something? Or is it the end of the turn? The battle will end when all combatants have run out of action points or when all combatants on one side have been defeated. Also press Y to view the battle log and review the skills that were used in battle. I guess you don't have to TPK, you just have to be alive at the end of battle and you win. Okay. Yep, the battle PP. If neither unit is defeated in battle, the side with the lower percentage HP remaining is the loser. Okay, so that's how that is determined. Upon losing a battle, the defeated unit is knocked back and enters a waiting state, rendering it immobile for a short time. Okay, yep, so he goes dark. We almost have them. Just one more push. So I select him. Yeah, I do a move, and I say, hey, you know what? They're just standing there trying to recover. We should go murder them in their sleep. Engaging a waiting unit will grant the attacking unit a first strike. Executing that will always act first, regardless of initiative. Well, that sounds fun and roguey. Pomp. Burp. Win. Wow, we got 4 XP for killing a guy and letting the other one get away, and then we got 39 for finishing off the stragglers. And 40 bucks?
Well fought.
Good. All that remains now is to reclaim the town. That's where Lex headed, right? I hope he's okay. Garrisoning a unit in a town, fort, or other facility will allow that unit to liberate the facility. We shall assault them with freedom.
We march.
Move. Over here, gain 2 stamina the first time you take it. No stamina consumption, no wait time. Stage damage reduction up by half. Steady HP recovery and steady stamina recovery. Hanging out in town sounds like the best.
To me. 'Tis ours now.
Dum-dum-dum. Liberating facilities will replenish valor points and boost your score upon completing the stage. Additionally, facilities that have been liberated will serve as bases from which allied units can be deployed. I found Lex. Sorry about that. They caught me off guard. I had the sun in my eyes. Don't worry, everyone's safe. I made sure of it. I knew I was right to count on you to be captured and held hostage in the base. And I'm glad you're unharmed. Still wish I could have done more though. Here, let me scout out ahead and make up for it. Off you go. Unit movement 2. Units can be ordered to move to any location you specify. Let's force him to move over there.
I'm up.
Adjust route. Oh, okay. Adjust route just means that set a relay point. Okay, so I can build a path.
You got it.
We'll save that for later. So this is actually more the real-time part, is the movement. Time to show these guys what I'm made of. Move Lex's unit to the enemy unit to commence battle. Apparently, we're going to do this. We're going to solo this.
Yes, sir.
I guess we're going to just lure them one at a time.
Stand a chance.
Smash, ow. Smash, ow. Okay, our initiative is apparently not good. I think Lex is going to be murdered. Poor Lex. Oh, he's waiting. Damn, might have gotten too eager there. Lex! No, we'll never make it in time. Oh well. Allow me, Your Highness. Da, da, da. Different units have different degrees of mobility. The higher their stat is, the higher this stat is, the quicker they'll move through a battle stage. A unit's combined mobility is determined by the individual mobility stats of its members. Okay, so if you have a horsey and a persony combined, it's not going to work great for them. I'm sure, yeah, Joseph's unit is what we need. We're going to get you as close as we can right over here. And where does it actually tell me? Mobility. Mobility 237 versus 112 for Chloe. I don't know who Chloe is.
What would you ask?
So we're going to move him. I'm guessing this is going to combine them into a single unit. I am your foe this day. Prepare to be struck down. When two allied units are in close proximity, one can swap in for the other, left or right shoulder, to have him swap in. Before battle, you will see a prediction of how much damage each unit will take. Note how these predictions change when swapping units.
It's not looking great.
Oh, okay, I see that now. So they've got first strike, they're predicted to take no damage, and Lex is predicted to die.
I shall hold nothing back.
But you swap and things get much, much different. Take it. Oh, is Chloe his squire? Okay.
Stand true.
Affliction immunity. The long thrust.
The battle is won.
Way to go, Chloe. Joseph got 3 whole... Joseph gets 3 XP. Chloe got 50, but then I guess Joseph is 20th level, so...
A trivial undertaking.
That makes sense. Like that the primary party member is big, and then all of the other ones are just tiny little friends. Somehow, yeah, sorry for making you worry. You know, it's a miracle you can even put your armor on straight. Here, this medicine should perk you up again. Oh, I like perky medicine. Healing tonic S. Small? Or is it S rated? It's the best. When the combatant's HP falls to 0, they will be rendered incapacitated. Items and skills can restore HP and revive incapacitated combatants. Select the items option from a unit's location or action menu to use an item. So we select him. We hop over to items. Look at us with our healing tonic. Okay, and then if we're a multiple unit, we can pick who to use it on, and kablamo. Phew, I needed that. Chloe, perhaps you'd be better served watching after Lex directly. I fear he's a bit of a liability on his own. Very much agreed. Ta-da! Unit swap. No more messing around, Lex. I'll be keeping a close eye on you. Girls are gross. Now then, this area appears to be safe for the time being. Let us hurry on to the harbor. Harbor sounds safe. My word, but that's Hodrick! I think we're going to murder Hodrick, and then that will probably wrap up the demo for us. He and I used to stand as the stalwart pillars of Cornea's defense. What might possibly have changed him? Money, buddy. Prepare yourself, rebel scum. Any foolish enough to defy Emperor Galerius must be put to the sword. Peace was never an option. Ridding the land of his enemies must be our first and only priority, no matter who that enemy may be. Defeat conditions. The time limit expires. Okay. Victory conditions. Murder! Move the cursor while holding A to select multiple units and give them all the same order at once. After selecting the desired units, release A and choose a destination to order all selected units to head toward that location. Order a unit to move. ordering a unit to move or pressing A during a battle stage will automatically pause the game. The move and items commands can be used even while the game is paused. Press B to resume the game. So we go brrr, paint everybody. And, you know, screw all the little people. We're just going straight for the big murder. The damage estimates are close to even.
On it.
Good enough for me. Am I paused? Yes, I am paused. Okay.
I'm up.
Items. The only items I have are healing, so I don't need to worry about those. I thought I'd already selected all this. Let me. Oh yeah, all I have to do.
Yes, sir.
Set that up and then hit B to unpause. There we go.
Come.
23 to 1. That's pretty good damage. We're gonna go with that. Oh, that was a good murder. I cannot be afflicted. Winner! He gets kicked back. Okay, what I want him to do...
What would you ask?
I want him... Actually, what I want him to do is cancel his movement.
I'll not fail you.
There we go. Okay, I want him to cancel his movement. I want him to catch up. And I think I want that movement to cancel. So I do this. Let's just kind of group back together. Okay.
I shall hold nothing back.
Oh yeah, they're getting wiped out here. This is going to be ugly for them. I like running a 20th level character through a whole bunch of first level funnel dudes. How dare you assault me, foul knave.
I fight in me yet.
Oof, I found 40 bucks.
I've not chosen my grave yet.
Just... Yeah, screw it. I'm just going to go ahead and let the other morons charge me. 90 to 1. Am I pushing buttons during the fight? No, the fight is totally automated. They went over all the rules about how they apply all of that stuff. There may come a point where I think they said I'm able to pause. Well, okay, I can't pause now because it's done. I think I can pause during the game in order to use items. There might be an option to call retreat, maybe. I don't know, but you kind of just play one round of battle and then it's over.
A trivial undertaking.
So I get to hit some buttons here to make this happen.
Very well.
Let's go ahead and have you guys all charge off.
I fight in me yet.
But yeah, the combat is pretty heavily deterministic.
What would you ask? The time is at hand.
Ready.
Oh, wait, I want to do the painting thing. There you go. I want the two of you
The path is set.
to declare that.
I'll not fail you. What would you ask? By your word.
There we go. Everybody charge in together. So no, this is where I can start looking at doing some swaps. He wants to come in, and he's not going to do great. He's definitely going to do way better.
This isn't gonna end well.
And he is bad.
Gaze upon the face
So
of
we
your
are going to go
demise.
ahead and let our 20th level honcho come in and thin the crowd a little bit.
Only prolong the pain. Accept the mercy of a swift demise.
I fail to understand, Hodrick. What has
What
motivated
do
this
you
shift in
mean?
allegiance?
Joseph, Cornea's most decorated knight. I shall close the book on your tale myself.
I wonder if I hadn't swapped, if it would have had a different speech.
Stand true.
Sting. Ouch. Murder.
The battle is won.
Still won, buddy.
My steed demands rest.
Oh, I got kicked backwards, though. Such a trivial battle shall never halt my advance. Why did he sparkle? Such firm defenses. Our weapons barely leave a scratch. Perhaps my magic will work then. Leave this to me, Alain. Fast forward. Hold the right trigger to fast forward the game, advancing time quickly. Why do I want to do this? Fast forward can be used both in stages and during battles. If the game is paused, fast forwarding will automatically resume it. So yeah, that's her in combo. So we want to do that. We want to do that. We want to take the battle. We unpause. Oh, I held the trigger to fast forward, but we were already going. Damage 2 to 0. It seemed to think that's what I wanted to do, so okay, whatever. Oh, that's the wrong her. That's why it was giving me such low numbers. Okay, hang on. I need to do a swap for the other character.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Thanks though.
No stopping now.
We still won. Okay, now let's see if I can pick the correct character this time. Yeah. Oh man, I was looking at the blue on his kilt, thinking that it was Elaine, but I was ignoring the fact that Rex with the red hair is standing there in the corner. Damn it.
The time is at hand.
Okay, let's get everybody charging in. There we go. Now we have the right set. 18 to 0. That's better.
Why are you doing this? You, who once stood as my mother's royal guard.
Enough of your questions, Well, interfere, and I shall see you suffer for it.
I would think you would have tried to kill me regardless. One. Okay, magic it. All buffs removed. Ouch. I feel better, thank you.
Good.
We won, but we still haven't defeated them. And they have gained 5, I don't know, what we call it, affinity points? They like each other more gooder now. They are all set still to move in, so all I have to do is unpause and let our boy charge in. This should finish him off. Slice! No, we missed him with that one. That was his first strike. He'll still get his regular attack next. This should murder him. Boom! Ooh, a whole 14 XP that time and $62!
A trivial undertaking.
Boom, we automatically scored the harbor. And the stage is clear. $30,000 points? Scores. I guess just 30,000 scores. 55k for the time bonus. 5k for liberation. 600 for murder. And I am renowned rank E, so I just get straight rewards. Good enough? War funds! I don't know how the math does all of this. But my renowned, I got 22, which is a tiny bit of the bar. Working my way toward, I'm guessing D. I got 9 honors. Yeah, whatever. And the 90-some thousand points turned into $2,200 for the war funds.
What foolishness is this? One such as I, brought low by the cornea vermin.
Cornea vermin.
Our ankles.
You've fallen far indeed, Hodrick. How many times did you stare death in the face at Her Majesty's side? Now, look what you've become.
For Carl!
I stand as your sword master no longer, but I can yet offer you a merciful end to your
Oh yeah, mercy him.
Wait. Your Highness. Tell me, Hodrick,
No flips
You
in the
remember
demo.
the times you and I played together? When I was still just a boy? Yours was a bond of loyalty few knights could hope to equal. Why
Hey,
cast
strap
that
in,
aside
everybody.
and bend
Here
the
comes
knee
the
to Galerius?
35-minute flashback scene to them playing
I
when he was
refuse
a
to
kid.
cut down a friend without first knowing how we've reached this grim conclusion. A simple reason is all I ask. Please.
Elaine!
Magic his ass.
What sorcery is this?
Literally.
Oh, my head. What am I doing here?
The One Ring commands you.
A spell to shackle the hearts of men.
'Tis the only way I can think to describe it, my prince. That ill-fated day, all the lords closest to your mother turned upon her without so much as a moment's notice.
And in the darkness bind
Unfortunately,
them.
my memories end there as well.
A frightful power, if what you say is true. This spell of control, it could be called. Such magic would go far in explaining how Galerius so swiftly brought Fevrith to its knees.
I shudder to think what unspeakable evil I wrought upon our world these last 10 years. Though there is no greater misdeed than turning my spear upon you, Prince Elaine.
That's enough. You mustn't blame yourself any further. But I do wonder, how is this ring capable of unmaking the spell?
He keeps
In
not even
truth,
putting the ring
I
on.
had believed it to be mere regalia, a symbol of your birthright and nothing more. To think the power of cleansing truly exists. Your Highness, that is the Ring of the Unicorn, ancestral treasure of Cornia's royal lineage. Legend speaks of your ancestors wielding it to purify
Perhaps a
evil,
prophecy?
but I had believed such tales to be mere fiction.
The Orthodoxy has a similar story about the Holy Unicorn. How it was a sacred beast able to purge darkness from our lands. It's entirely possible that the ring that bears its image is somehow capable of that same power.
I guess,
Should
maybe.
Galerius's rule be built upon a foul sorcery that fetters our people?
Foul
Then this
fetters.
ring is the ray of light that will pierce its wicked heart.
Your words ring true, my prince.
Indeed. Were we able to free those bound by his cruel magics?
It might just bring the iron wall of Zenoira crashing down.
All told, I've often found myself plagued with doubt. Is it justice that guides our march, or paltry vendetta?
Why not both?
Yet the answer is clear as day now. The path before us is laid bare, and all that remains now is to walk it. Walk it I will, Mother. Today marks our first foray into the mists of despair which hang heavy over our home. Mists that will soon be dispelled. It may take days, months, or even years.
That's probably how
but
long
I
it'll take me to
shall
play.
see the duties of my bloodline fulfilled, and slay Galerius like the beast he is.
Very quick sailing animation.
And how does Hodrick fare?
Well, all things considered, any fog that lingered in his mind seems to have cleared, and he
I
stands
assume
ready
that
to
means
fight
I will
once
now
more.
be able to take control of him as
By
a
the way, Your Highness,
combat unit.
allow me to brief you on our plans for when we arrive. Among the Liberation members I've mustered in my past
Liberation
excursions
members.
is a young yet skilled knight by the name of Clive.
Clive.
I'll ride to bring
Tip your
him
hat
to
to
you
Clive,
the moment
everybody.
we reach solid ground.
You have my thanks.
A word, Elaine?
Is something wrong?
Well... No, it's nothing.
That's right, it's
Are you
nothing.
sure? Anxiety will be the death of you if you keep it bottled up like that.
It really isn't important, I assure you. It's just... our lives have changed so drastically. from the peace we had only yesterday. It barely seems real.
I can't say I feel any different.
Doesn't seem any
I've
different to
always
me.
known this day would come. It's why I've spent all these years training under Joseph's careful instruction. A shame you never had the chance to meet my mother. She was always one to blaze a path forward, royal blade in arm. But as her heir, I intend to lead in much the same way.
Is that why you and Lex spent all your days banging swords down at the shore?
You've seen that, have you? You know, Hodrick was likely but one of many. And assuming the others who surrendered to SnowRunner are being controlled as he was, we may just stand a chance in this. Yet our liberation is still in its nascent days. Promising, yes, but gravely fragile as well.
Joseph's still better than the other three of you combined.
Precisely why
Let
I'll
him
need
go
your help,
fight.
Scarlet, to reclaim peace for all who have suffered.
Elaine, Of course. I'll do everything I can, as is my role as a priestess of the Palavian Church.
Hey, don't forget about me.
Lex.
What?
I'm sorry, my prince. Decorum doesn't come naturally to this fool.
It's all right. When you've known each other as long as we have, there's no reason to let formality bind us.
But there are protocols to observe. Rules we must follow as vassals in service of the crown. Still, I'm of the same mind. What mind he has, that is. I'll give my all in the royal name, your majesty.
Thank you all. I couldn't ask for a finer group of friends.
That may have been the end. Intermission, the Unicorn Ring. That sounds like the perfect opportunity. These are some enthusiastic breathers. Oh, wow. Yeah, graphically, I like the cutscenes. I think they look good. I think the voice acting could maybe use an acting lesson or two, perhaps. Oh my god, the lore they're stretching out, but you know, it's a JRPG. It comes with the territory. Oh, hey, look at that. That's perfect timing, Nico, because we're ramping up the stream here, and I think this hydrate's going to finish off the coffee monkey. There you go. Perfect. We are out of the drink. Let me go ahead. I'm going to steal all of those points. I'm going to get those all taken care of there. Any other hydrates that come in over the next 3 minutes before I kick you all out of here, I'm just going to have to refund them because I'm out of fluid, and it would take me longer to go get more than just shut down the stream and give you all a poke in the eye. That's probably not polite, but it might be what I do. I'm going to take a quick look to see if anyone else is snow running tonight. Weirdly, I don't see any. Is there anyone else I really like out streaming? No, there's nothing. Wednesday's kind of a slow day, apparently. I guess that's why I stream out here on Wednesday. I'll have to think about that a little more in the future. So, thank you everybody for coming along today. We did a whole bunch of mud driving, got one whole mission complete, and started the next one. So, I think this one even started a little into it. So, it counts as one entire mission with a little overlap. Sometimes that's what it takes in SnowRunner. I dug this demo. I'm gonna play this game. Am I gonna play it all the way to its completion? I don't know. I can be honest with myself. Probably not. But it's very pretty. I definitely do like it. That is true. Most of the people I actually deal with are all playing Pathfinder tonight. But all of my SnowRunner crowd, they tend to do away from Wednesdays. I don't know why that is. Even Miss Moon has stopped streaming on Wednesdays. So yeah, it's kind of weird. I think if I waited a while longer, it's Miller time. I think kind of sometimes comes on about 7 my time, but yeah, I'm getting hangry, so I'm ready to go ahead and get the hell out of here. So thank you everybody for coming. Saturday will definitely be Sea of Stars. No, I'm sorry, the Sea of Saturdays. It won't actually be playing Sea of Stars. It'll probably be Grimlock. Grim Rock. Damn it. But I'm going to play a little bit of Pacific Drive when it comes out tomorrow. So I'll play it a little tomorrow night. I'm going to see how it is. If it is super interesting and entertaining enough, I might very temporarily push back Grim Rock by a week just so I can play a little of the Pacific Drive before everybody else has streamed it so much that I already know the entire game, and then it becomes a little less entertaining. But then I'll be going back to Grim Rock after that. This game, the Unicorn Overlord, doesn't come out until March 8th, I think. So it's a couple of weeks out there. And March 1st is Expeditions. So I got a whole bunch of stuff lined up. I'm going to try to get some more Friday bonus streams in. So maybe I could do a little Pacific Drive on Friday and then Grimrock on Saturday. Ooh, I think I might like that plan. I'll keep that in mind. As we go forward. I am not going to bother with the raid tonight. It's been fun, but I don't want to actually have to think or plan or go search for people or anything. So instead, I'm going to play a little more disco music. I'm going to throw us out to the goodbye screen, and then I will see everybody else Friday or Saturday. Bye.